Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, so all the products that I use you can purchase from my website, which is on the top of the screen. It's also linked below. This is my host code for May, and the sign-up special goes till May 31st. You get $191 worth of product for $99, which is the $125 that you pick, and then they will automatically send you the new in color 5 inks, assorted cardstocks, 6x6 DSP. They're going to send you catalogs and a paper pumpkin. That's an older one, just to let you see what it is about. It's an excellent offer. You're almost doubling. For $99, it's $192. So it's a pretty good offer. You don't have to do demonstrations. You don't have to continue. You can just join for the offer, use the discount for the 3 months, and then let it expire. Okay? Or you can keep it as a hobby demonstrator, or if you want to start a business. All right. My project today is this flip top box that holds some Salt Water Taffy. It measures actually 4 inches by 3.5 by 1 inch wide. Okay, and you can put other things in here. You can put a gift with tissue paper. You can put a gift card in here with the candy. Any small gifts. This could be a great favor for a kid's birthday party in the summer. I'm using this for Father's Day. So good for Memorial Day, 4th of July, anything like that. This set right now is in both the mini catalog and the annual. I'm not sure if the bundle price, which is the 10% off, is going to be in the regular catalog, but it's definitely 10% off now because the mini is still active. Alrighty, so I'm using Let's Set Sail stamp set along with the Sailboat Builder Punch. Alrighty, I also use the beautiful shapes dies for the circle here and the layering circle dies for the other two. And also some of the fan baker's twine. This is from the Hey Sports fan bundle that's only in the mini catalog. I think this will be retiring after the mini's over. I'm using the blue from this, and I'm also using the Hey Sports fan designer series paper for the DSP. Okay, so let me show you what we need today. All right, we need a piece of the new, this is Starry Sky, which is one of the new in colors. That is 10 3/4 by 6.5. We need some very vanilla for stamping. Okay, we need 3 circles from the Hey Sports Fan DSP. We need this circle, which is about 2.5, but there's only one that has the embossing on it, so that's that one, in case you wanted to just do it with plain circles. So this one's 2.5. The Poppy Parade circle and this circle are from the layering circle dies. Poppy Parade is 2 5/8, and the scallop, which is Starry Sky, is 2 3/4. All right, so they layer like that. I need one more of the beautiful shapes dies for the sentiment, which is in the inside here. Oops, can't see it. I have to learn to come closer to me. Okay, so we need this one. This is the bigger of the two that are kind of ovals. Okay, we need 4 pieces of the Hey Sports Fan DSP. We need 2 that are the same, but in 2 different patterns. And they are 3 1/4 by 3 inches. So it's 3 1/4 this way, 3 inches this way. We need 1 piece for the back that is 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. And then we need 1 piece for the inside here that is 3 1/4 by 1 1/4. All right. Okay, so let's start with our piece of Starry Sky cardstock, and I'm going to get my Simply Scored, and we're going to start on the 10 3/4 inch side. We're going to score at 1.5, 2.5, 6.5, and 7.5. Okay, then we're going to turn it to the 6.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2, 1.5, 5, and 6. Okay, and that's that. Okay, I'm going to fold and burnish. Okay, so now we have the two skinniest rectangles on the top and the bottom. There's a 3¼ inch side on the right and a 1.5 on the left. Okay, and this is what we're going to do. Okay, all right, so let's start over here on the left hand side. We're going to go over to the first score line and cut it to the second score line. We're going to get rid of this rectangle on the bottom. Okay, and we're going to go to the other side of these two, next score line here, and cut it straight to the second score line. Get rid of this piece, rectangle piece on the bottom, and then wedge both sides of the square. Okay, now we're going to leave these two rectangles alone, so go to the next score line, cut it straight to the second score line, skip this square, go to the next score line and cut straight to the second score line. We're going to get rid of this bottom rectangle, and we're going to wedge each side of the square. Okay, then we're going to get rid of these two rectangles. Okay, and that's what that side looks like. All right, we're going to turn it 180, and we're going to start over on the left again. We're going to go to the end, to the first score line at the end of these two rectangles here, and we're going to cut up to the second score line and get rid of these two. Okay. Go to the next score line and cut up to the second score line. Get rid of this bottom rectangle and wedge the square. Okay, we're going to leave these two alone. So go to the next score line and cut it straight to the second score line. Move over a score line and cut up to the second score line. We're going to get rid of this bottom rectangle here and wedge both sides of the square. And then we're going to get rid of this bottom rectangle on this one too. Okay, and that's what it looks like when you're done cutting. Okay, now we want to bring the corner rounder in, and we're going to round the corners of this flap. This is actually the front flap. So we're going to round these corners. Okay, and then we're going to round these that are close. Of these, we're going to round the ones that are closest to the flap, the top flap. Okay. So this is what your cardstock should look like after you've scored it, cut it, and rounded these four corners. Okay, I'm going to be using tear and tape and liquid glue to put this one together. So I'm going to get my tear and tape, and I'm going to put it close to the score line and one close to the edge on all four tabs. Now I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool, and all of these, this is the outside of the box, I forgot to tell you. All of these tabs are going to go towards this middle piece, okay? I'm going to take them off 2 at a time, actually 4 at a time. 4 pieces. Okay, what we're going to do is the top score line of the tab is going to go straight with this rectangle edge right here. Okay, on both sides. So you'll have these rectangles out and these extra pieces here. Okay, and then we'll do the same with the other one, and we're going to put it towards the middle also. Okay, the top of the tab with the score line is going to go on this edge with the rectangle there. Okay, now this is our top flap. This piece here that's loose, we're going to glue straight down like this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit of glue right here so that it catches this piece in there. And then I'm going to put glue on the side rectangles. Okay, and you're going to lay it down so that these pieces match, and then make sure that it is as far back as you can get it. Make sure the bottom line is straight and just as far back as you can get it. It's going to be a little bit, there's going to be a little bit more room there, but that's because of the score lines, that's all. And just make sure that this part is kind of straight. If it hangs down a little bit, you could always clip that on the bottom. Okay, there we go. You know what, I'm just going to push in this part so that we know that it touched. All right, and that's the basic box. All right, now we're going to get our pieces of DSP, and we're going to round one side of one of the ones that is, well, this one. There's 2 that are that size, but the one that is the striped red, and they are 3 1/4 by 3 inches. And I'm going to round one side. I've been using 2 different ones and not realizing it. So I'm going to just, one of them is a 1/2 inch and one of them is 1 inch. So let me just fix this since it has to match the cardstock. I didn't realize I had 2 up here. Okay, so this one's going to go right here. Okay. And then inside, this one's going to go right here, and this one is 3 1/4 by 1 1/4. Okay, and then this one also, actually we also have to do this, but this one is going to be on the top side, but it doesn't matter. So let me find my 1 inch again. Okay, and I'm going to round those. Okay, and then it's going to go in here like that. And again, this is Hey Sports Fan DSP. Okay, and then just that last piece on the back, which you don't have to put if you don't want to. It is 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. If I was making a whole bunch, I probably wouldn't put it on the back just to save my paper, so I made it through. Okay, now let's do some stamping, and we're going to be using the actual boat part and the 2 sails. Oh, I had them out already. All right, and this is photopolymer, but this one, for some reason, it doesn't really need to be on the Stampin' Pierce mat, because when I used the Stampin' Pierce mat, these little fine lines kind of disappeared, so I'm just not going to use it for this one. All right, so we need Poppy Parade and Night of Navy ink, and I'm just going to look at my punch to see where it is I want to put it. All right, so I'm going to do the mast and the boat in Night of Navy. Oop, I screwed that one up. Okay. And I'm just going to cut them out as we go so I don't wreck anything that I've already stamped. Okay. I guess we could try to stamp on the pieces that we cut out, but my hands are too shaky for that. All right, so there's our mast. And then we want this sail, which is kind of the rounded out sail. And that one I'm going to stamp like this. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to strip this first. I could have done this all in one strip. That would have been smart. Okay. Okay, and that's one sail. Now we'll flip it over and we'll do the other sail. Okay, and this one is a little bit larger, and I'm doing them both with Poppy Parade. And this one goes this way. Okie dokie. And while we're at it, and I'm going to use the sentiment that says, hope it's your best day ever. And this again is from the Beautiful Shapes dies out of Very Vanilla. Alrighty. Okay, before I put that, now I'm going to cut this one. Okay. All right. Now we need our 3 circles. This one is from the Beautiful Shapes dies, and it is about 2.5 inches. This one is from, these two are from Layering Circles. This one's 2 5/8, and the scallop is 2 3/4. This one's Poppy Parade and Starry Sky. And I'm just going to attach these all together with liquid glue. Okay. And I'm going to put the mast right here. And last time I put it on a little slanted. I didn't keep the pattern going up and down, so this time I'm going to do better. Okay, then put the back one on. And then okay. And while that dries, I'm going to get my 3/8 inch Velcro dots. You can get these from the sewing section, usually of your craft store. And I'm going to put one up there, and then the other one on top of it with the adhesive facing out. And I'm going to make sure everything's nice and even and rub it gently. Pick it up and then reinforce them both. Okay. Alright, and now I'm going to just put my embellishment on top with dimensionals. going to center it. You can see the red especially lightens up a bit in the new when it dries up. All right, and then I'm going to open it, and I'm just going to put this kind of centered in the inside. Okay, now for the final touch, I'm going to take some of the, this goes with the DSPs and sweet. And I'm going to take some fan baker's twine. I'm going to make it a little bit long because I want to tie little knots in the end. So I want to have enough room for that. So I'm just going to tie a small bow. I'm just going to open up the end because this is the looped end. And then I'm going to put one in the other side. Okay. Now again, I'm just going to take a little teeny dot of glue, put a dot, and then move it around. Soak in. I'm going to put this right here. And that's it. Oh, wait. I just want to put my taffy. You could put these in a cello bag first if you don't want them to fly when they open it, which they really won't as long as they're holding it semi down. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, my email is below. The measurements are all on my blog that is linked below, and there is also the link to join. It's below, and there's also one on my homepage. It says join. The offer is pretty good. Alrighty, I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.